when we got married at first, we said we'll wait a year, we'll not have a child. So the next year, that was 2018, yeah. Towards the ending of 2018.
Exactly.
Yes, we tried and we took in, then there was a miscarriage. And then we waited for another year and we're like, if we tried before and it works, there's every likelihood it's going to happen again. And we just kept waiting. It never happened. It crossed our mind to adopt. We're always people who wanted to adopt. So we tried adopting and it didn't work. We're just like, okay, if we don't have a child, no problem. But once in a while, the thoughts of having children came. Sometimes I personally, I'll feel so bad when people say they've given birth, they're pregnant. I'm just like, God, are you sure I can do this? And a friend of ours, a family friend, just said, there's this hospital where she's doing her antenatal, they are a gynecologist hospital. We should try and just see if there's something wrong. In our minds, there was nothing wrong. So we went, and from one series of tests to another, they told us that my fallopian tube, one of it was blocked. I'm like, oh, okay. And we'll have to do a procedure. So we just chilled a bit, that let's wait. Let's have enough money. So we told our family members, they're like, okay. They were very eager on our behalf. But we didn't go right away. We still waited a bit. Then we did it, and the doctor told us afterwards that he's not guaranteeing that because we've done the procedure, we'll take in, but we should just go and try. So we just went, and we had what he said in mind. And we just tried. If he had told us that it would have happened, we would not believe. So I was sick, and I told him that I had infection, that he should just give me, because he's a pharmacist, that he should just give me the drug he had given me before. And he was like, how sure are you? I say, it's the same symptoms. So he was like, okay, let's just, he was even the one insisting. And so we tested, and tada, we had a child.
As much as I didn't go through the pain and the trauma of it, I think I was mentally traumatized by it. I was in a bad place financially that time. I was schooling, I was doing masters. The whole experience really broke my heart. I started having this fear that, okay, this might never happen. Okay, no problem, let's adopt. And shockingly, I've also ignorantly, I've always assumed adoption was easy. There are more children that need families than families willing to take them. So I was sure that we were going to get it. And it turned out we were chasing adoption for years. And we don't know what is happening. We'll be on waiting list, 3 waiting lists, 2 waiting. So we submitted documents, everything. And we're waiting, nothing happened. So I just said, okay, as my brother started having children, I said, I might as well just be the great uncle. One feeling that kept on going through me before she got pregnant was the feeling of resignation. I'd resigned, said I'll not have. And then suddenly she's now pregnant, and now hope came with fear. That's when we got to the hospital, they checked the heartbeat and they said heart's beating fine. It's 5 months. Until the baby entered 2nd trimester, my mind didn't come down. Any slight cough she had, I was afraid the 2nd miscarriage. I was in fear the 2nd trimester. God was laughing at me from heaven.
Then we gave birth. I was in awe, like, this is a miracle. Like, I felt like I'd given my life to Christ again. That's the experience I had.
We never felt ready.
Yeah.
Even though we knew for 9 months, we never really felt ready. When the baby came at the delivery point, I did not feel ready. Afterwards, we never felt ready. We just keep on taking the day at the time.
You asked me why the adoption never worked. God knew that maybe we're not ready. We could not handle that. But we felt like we were ready for it.
A week after we knew she had taken it, an adoption agency contacted us.
That we should come.
That we should come for interview. And I now said, oh, my wife just got pregnant. And there was joy at the man's end. And we have met only once. So that was one thing that really struck me, that God has his way of arranging things. Yeah. And also the fact that our child has brought so much joy, not just to us. People around us are so happy, which is part of the reason why we gave her the name Beatrice, the bringer of joy.
Yeah,
the one who brings joy. It has taught me sympathy and compassion for those who don't have children, who are married and who don't have, who have never had, who might never have. They are not less of anything for not having. I served in Kebbi, so while we were at camp in Kebbi, we were in the same platoon. So I'd seen her before, but we hadn't really talked. And then the day before camp would close, there was a bonfire, and I was standing. I was tired, and I was not really interested in it. And then she was now standing beside me, and I was complaining about the fact that I wanted to go and sleep. And then she concurred, and then we struck up a conversation. And then from there, things just started happening.
I saw him earlier. That was in the platoon, and I was having a conversation with my friend. He knew her, so he chipped in and he made some really valid points. And I was like, who is this young man that's making Christian? Like, his conversation was so apt. I was like, this is a male. Coming from a male, you rarely see males making such. But I just observed and said nothing. Then, so when I saw him during the bonfire, I was like, okay, this is the same guy who I had seen earlier. So we just started talking. We spoke for hours. Like, throughout the bonfire, we were just talking. Even another friend of mine was like, who is this person you're just talking with? I said, I just met him, and guy is just talking, but it's very black. Like, outstanding black. His blackness was outstanding. I've never seen somebody so black like that. We exchanged numbers that day. Yes, I think so. So it was just like, okay, let's see where they'll post us to. So they posted us, and he was so excited about where they posted him to. That's Benin Kebbi, the capital. And I did not want to go to Benin Kebbi. So he was just, that day I'll say he was off. I was very upset with him because his excitement, he could see that I was not excited, but he was just, he was very excited.
I was very excited they posted him to the same place.
And I was very angry. Like, I didn't even want to see his face. So we just, later on, when we all got to the family house, we just talked for a while, a bit, then we went home, went our separate ways, and we texted a bit.
Yes, we did.
While we were off camp. And the text was still making sense. And he had told me that he had a book, that he wrote a book. So I was like, he's a writer even. I said, all right. So I was reminding him while we were on the short break that he should bring his book. And I sincerely, I was looking forward to his book, looking forward to seeing him, looking forward to the conversation. And so when we came back, we met again. He gave me the book. I read the book. We started discussing the book. And from there, discussion was, his money is my money, like literally.
Yes.
He just brings it and what do we do? He leaves me to decide what to do. And most men don't do that. They keep it aside and dictate what the family should be doing. So he's sacrificial that way. And he just buys gifts. Like, he knows what I like and he will just buy it. Me, I will not just buy it. I will calculate the buying.
I keep on saying that my wife stayed years with me without a bed frame. I now have a bed frame. And there are women now that will not follow a man who does not have a car. We just got our first car, a little Starlet, 2 years ago. So you can imagine the first 5 years of marriage, no car. And she stayed with me. Never ever looked down on me for it. So she sacrificed her woman pride, let me say that, for that. And she has sacrificed herself so much. She cares for myself and the baby a lot. And she has even sacrificed her career. She has sacrificed many things, many special dreams that she has had, hopes she has had that would be detrimental to the family, that might make us live apart. When we first met, we were both young. There was naivety in it, and all of that. But as we got older, you would expect that as people get older and go through hardship of life, they become stronger and harder. No, she remained a soft woman while having the wisdom that comes with maturing.
I think if God allowed polygamy, he would have been one of those men who marry me, because he's so full of love. Like, you just see him, the way he communicates with people, the way he's so into people. I'm like, wait, chill a bit. Well, he's just all out there. So he's a man of love. I admire him for that. And the freedom he gives me, like, if I tell him I want to do something, you have one or two doubts, but he'll just, okay. Like, you can do anything. You can do anything. I went to my postgraduate diploma. I did my postgraduate diploma in computer studies, and he championed the course. When I told him that it's time for me to do it, he allowed me until I learned how to drive. And I was pressing him that I wanted to learn how to drive. You're allowed to learn how to drive. Like many things, if you just tell him you want to do this, there's no hindrance. And I feel every lady needs that in a man to help her grow. And he has been a good husbandman.
She has become very bold, bolder than me, and I need that boldness, that bravery in my life. If I had somebody that was timid like me, our family would be in trouble. And many times I've relied on her boldness to do both things. We don't have problems with each other. There's always a third party imposing something, and I'm like, okay. And she's like, no, this is not good for the family. That is where the rift always comes. But the resolution was always, we realized that we don't have a problem with each other.
After telling him, frowning, not talking to him for some time, praying, and mix all the methods like soup, then he comes to senses. Then he says, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, is that not what I've been saying since? Now it's easy to talk about, but during those times, I'm like, I'm so upset. Like, I can't smile and he's smiling. Like, the third party is there, he's smiling. I'm like, this is what is causing the problem, and you are just okay with it. How can you be okay with it? But at the end, God takes over.
One thing that I used to do when we were younger in marriage was I'll not talk. I'll just keep quiet. I'm boiling inside, I'm stewing inside, I'll just keep quiet. But now I'm learning to positively, not in hatred or disrespect, air my thoughts. Say, oh, this is what I think. This is how I feel. You never sacrifice family for your personal gain. So for example, if a company calls me to UK now and they say you can't bring your wife, I'll say keep the opportunity. I've died to personal ambition if it's going to stand in the way of my family.
Sometimes you just have to wait. Everybody is growing. You may have grown, but this person is still behind. So just be patient and in love, try, but speak out. Always say what it is you feel. Because there are times when I knew this was the way we should go. I did not speak. I was just there. I was just like, okay. And when the repercussions came, I felt bad that I did not speak. When young people actually meet themselves, find a connection somewhere, and are Christians, I don't think they should wait and start looking for dreams and visions.
Yes. Jesus is clear. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So first and foremost, both of you must be believers. Secondly, he has Hebrews 1:1. He used to speak through dreams and prophets before. Nobody should tell a man, this is your wife. He's speaking. It's Jesus that will tell you, this is your wife, and you will know. So, and when those things come together, there's no need to waste time. There shouldn't be, okay, we need this mentor to tell us this or that, because that wasting of time it stales the early part of the relationship. And you see people that would have made great partners because they were waiting for long. Life happened in between, and then they never got together.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe.